Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm reviewing LEGO Ninjago set number 40703, Micro Ninjago City. This has 339 pieces, and it's a LEGO Insiders Reward Center exclusive. You need to redeem 2,700 Insiders points, which is about a $20 value to get this set, and it is the first in a series of 4 micro-scale Ninjago City sets that will be releasing, presumably throughout 2024. I believe it's still available in the rewards center, but I'm not 100% sure. But before we get into the review, I just want to remind everyone that I am an employee of the LEGO Group. However, all opinions expressed in these videos are my own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the LEGO Group, and LEGO is a registered trademark of the LEGO Group of companies, which does not sponsor, authorize, or endorse this site. So this set is incredible. It was rumored that it was going to be a gift with purchase, but I think it being a rewards center exclusive makes more sense. Although I do think fewer people will be able to get it, and even fewer will be able to get all 4 because that is about $80 worth of VIP points, and you need to spend a ton of money in order to have that many points. Luckily, I only spend money on LEGO for the most part, so I have plenty of points and I will be getting every single one. But this set is a pretty good recreation of the larger Ninjago City set from 2017. I will be doing a little comparison at the end of this video, and I'm sure I'll be doing a separate comparison video once all 4 are out, because luckily I do have all 4 of my Ninjago City sets here in my apartment in California. So we'll start down at the old world section of the city, or I forget exactly what it was called in the original set's instruction manual. Maybe it was just like the old city. But you have the bridge, you have the leaves, you also have a bunch of like banners and advertisements going up to the second level that are really well recreated. So all of the iconic details are here, even though it is like, it is a really small scale. It's honestly less detailed than I thought it would be, but that makes sense because it is just so small. But you still have a bunch of different textures at play. I love having the beautiful like blue tiles to represent the water. These pillars, as you can see, were recreated pretty well along with like their special decorations. And moving it along to the side, you can see Technic pins where you can connect this to the subsequent buildings. So you're going to be able to do everything with these small sets, basically, that you can do with the larger ones, except get inside, because there really are no interiors to this set at all. But I really like the back area. To me, like, this is honestly my favorite part of the set, because you have like the market awning recreated pretty well, even the little walkway between the buildings up there. You've got the little boat, the tiny pier, you have, plants in the water, and you do have like the little landings and the elevator represented here. But I do think the elevator shaft could have been done a little bit better because, I mean, it is interrupted by plates. That's fine. There's no real way to do a continuous elevator shaft. But the whole thing pretty much just falls apart at the top. Like, this part of the elevator shaft looks really good, but this doesn't, because, it's not the elevator shaft. And I think it was important to get like the walkways and everything in there, but I think that this is probably the worst area of the set just because it doesn't like carry the elevator all the way to the top. But this is a detail that I really love. This is like where the knob is on the larger set to like flip the grill inside the crab restaurant. This is the little button for the ATM. So I love that those play feature buttons have been recreated in micro scale, even though like they obviously don't do anything at this scale. I just think that that shows really great attention to detail. Spinning the model back around to the front, it is really colorful, so you do have like everything pretty well done here. Like I said, the advertisements look great. I'm honestly glad that there weren't stickers or something to put on there. There are no stickers in this set. Everything is just brick built detail. I do like the little movie poster section. The crab restaurant looks pretty good, and there is like a little piece of sushi inside there, so there's like a tiny little Easter egg as you build. The comic shop is cool as well, and I like the ATM in the corner. The mini cherry blossom tree looks good, but I do think that there's a little bit of missed opportunity for added detail in some areas, and this is one of them. Like, I feel like we could have had 2 leaves instead of 1, and that would make it look a little bit, like bushier and make it look like a larger tree, and you could have like some more petals. So I wish that that was just like a little bit bigger, but it still looks great. And I do like the way the roofs have been recreated, and Lloyd and Misako's apartment. My favorite like little shop section in the set is definitely like this luxury goods store, because it does have a slight interior. And I think that it's like really well recreated in micro scale, and I love that you can see through the windows in this version just like you can on the larger one. And then we have some more banners and like that little squid balloon. And unfortunately, I broke off a little section of the railing here. But you even have like these mini arches work perfectly for the roofing up here. So, all the important details are pretty well captured. This is the action button for the revolving sushi bar. This area is pretty lacking in detail. Like, there's not even a suggestion of a walkway for nano figures, the way that there is a suggestion of a walkway down on the lower level, because it's kind of taken up by the pufferfish balloon and then this sign. So, I wish that there was a little bit more breathing room up at the top. Honestly, the top is probably my second least favorite area of the set besides the elevator shaft, because like this section of the top of Ninjago City, which is very iconic, looks great. I love the shaping with all of these sand green parts, and of course we have these little like golden clip pieces and a couple of antenna at the top. But this sits at a different angle to everything else. On the actual model, this is angled like perfectly into the middle, and as you can see in this like micro scale version, I mean, maybe you can't see it that well. It's something that I only noticed while I was building it. But this section is angled like just a little bit more to the right than it is like centered. So that is a nitpick, but it's something that like kind of really, really bothers me. It's like activating my OCD, because on the big version, it's like perfectly aligned with everything like in the corner of the base plate, and on this version it's just like facing a little bit too much like above this side of the luxury store. I guess it can be centered a little bit better if you were to like replace this part, because it sits on a jumper stud and then the edge of this stud, but you could, I guess, angle it like just onto the jumper. But no, that then that angles it too much over to one side. um I still think if you got rid of that stud, I think if you're okay with like a less strong connection, you could probably angle it perfectly. But yeah, the way it's standing right now, if it was angled perfectly, that seam between the two jumpers would line up perfectly with that corner. So you can see that it's just very slightly off center, and that's just something that I wasn't expecting to see. So here are the two Ninjago cities side by side. It's very hard to get the entire larger set in the shot. But yeah, the mini version is a really, really good recreation. Like, all of the colors are there. I feel like the same areas that your eyes are drawn to on the larger model also really capture your attention on the smaller one. And so I feel like the designer has really pulled off like the impossible with getting such an iconic large Lego set down into just less than 400 parts. I think it's really impressive. And at the back, I also think that everything is captured pretty well. Again, I just love that the action feature buttons have also been captured on the smaller model. But you can really see what I mean about the elevator shaft. It's so, so seamless on the bigger Ninjago City set, except for that tiny seam where it looks like I need to push the top level down a little bit more. But yeah, it's so smooth on the large set, and obviously it's like near impossible to get something like that into such a tiny scale. But yeah, I really feel like that section right there is just the worst part of the model. But I don't really know what else could have been done, because I do think it was also pretty important to get that archway up near like the last elevator landing represented as well. As you would expect, there are a ton of extra parts for this set because it uses a bunch of tiny pieces. The box for this set is like a perfect miniature version of the original Ninjago City box, so I love that so much. Like, this gives me so much nostalgia back to when the first Ninjago City set came out, because it's gonna be 7 years this year, and that's just insane to think about. So yeah, looks great. Love the side artwork, and at the back you can see the teases for the other upcoming sets. The instruction manual for this set is honestly pretty thick, and it's one of those like newer style ones. And you get a little tease of the other sets at the back, including a look at the Ninjago City docks. I can't wait to find out when that comes out. I love the idea of these micro scale Ninjago City, not gifts with purchase, but VIP exclusive items, and not VIP, it's insiders now. But I wish that they had like a little bit more going for them. They are really, really cool micro scale builds, but I wish that there was like a tiny bit more of an interior. That I know that's asking for a lot. It's really hard to do anything like that at this scale. And we do get, a little bit of interior detailing, but like a tiny bit more of stuff like that or like an exclusive printed nano figure in each of these would be really, really awesome, because we have some Ninja nano figures already. They've been in some Ninjago City sets, in fact. And so doing something like that, like a different one in each set, or like maybe doing like two in some and then one in others, so we could get like all six ninja in the in the nano figure form, that would be like amazing. And to me, that would like really push these like into being truly perfect, because I feel like it's a little bit of a missed opportunity. This set is basically two nano figure scale. You know, nano figures would be a little bit big for it, but it would be really great to see something like that in these sets. But for the most part, I am very happy. I can't wait to see what the other ones look like, and I think it's going to be so much fun to connect these together. It's like bringing the whole mini modulars idea back to life, because we haven't seen mini modular buildings in so long, but that's basically what we're going to be getting this year with all these Ninjago City sets. So let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys in more videos soon. Bye for now.